I'd like you to just take a minute, take a breather, and just think about what you've achieved in the past maybe year, maybe couple of years since you started like self-improvement or whatever. Perhaps you started the gym. Perhaps you finally started working on something. Maybe it's an online business, maybe it's YouTube, whatever it is. Maybe you finally started progressing towards something other than like a camo in, Call of Duty or something. I just made a video. I literally just completed a video for my other channel and immediately came back down and started recording this video. And literally just thinking about that then, I realised that I wouldn't have done that in the past. I wouldn't have recorded a video at all. I couldn't be bothered to record a video, so I wouldn't have. But today, I've worked hours, literally non-stop until lunch, making a video for one of my other channels. Then I made another video for a different channel, and now I'm making this video for this channel. I'm making 3 videos in a day, and one of them took me 10 hours across a couple of days. That wouldn't have happened before. I wouldn't have had the confidence to sit down and record this video. I wouldn't have been able to speak without a script. I would be saying and ah every time I'm just saying anything. I wouldn't have been able to come up with stories. In fact, I didn't even have this microphone. The progress that you can make is ridiculous. And when I was making that video before, the video was to do with the gym and how starting the gym gives you all these positive benefits, right? So like, being able to be like physically and mentally attractive so that, girls can talk to you, you get more friends, you get respect and everything like that, right? But as I was making it, I was like, damn, I really have changed. I used to be this like little skinny, insecure kid who just, played Fortnite, and I was like really good at Fortnite, but nothing else. I literally didn't have anything going for me, it sounds sad, but it's a good thing because now I do. If you don't have something, if you don't have a point where you're like basically in the dumps, right? You're in like the worst part. If you don't have a bad part to yourself, part to your life, then you can't experience the good part. It's like rich kids. I'm never gonna, when I get rich, right? When I get rich in the future, I won't, I hate saying that because it sounds so like cliche. Oh, when I get rich, guys, sounds like a Horrid Henry book or something. But in the future, if and when I become rich or financially free, I think that's a better way of putting it, and I have kids, I'm not gonna give them much money. I'm gonna give them no more money than what my parents gave me, right? Because if you're a rich kid off to begin with, then you can't build anything up because you're already rich, right? There's no progression to get to. It's like starting a game on max level, and it's like, sure, you'll play it for a little bit, but it's like, there's not much to do. So not only be grateful for the work you put in, if you have been putting in the work, I hope you have, not only be grateful for what you've achieved, but also the fact that you have been able to achieve it in the first place. I'm grateful that I'm in this situation where I haven't made loads of money, because it gives me something to grind for. It gives me a reason to wake up in the morning, right? Because it's like, yes, I'm progressing towards this thing every single day. I'm always working towards this extra goal in life. I'm glad I don't have 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, because the journey to get there is super fun. I love making these videos, and I love getting like, one comment on my video, and someone saying, even if it's a hate comment, I'm like, nice. It's a comment. I didn't used to get comments at all, and now I am. And now it's just fun. It's a game. It's the game of life. And I enjoy not only the good things, but also the bad things. When I'm going through the bad things, it's difficult. And obviously, I'm like, oh, I hate this. I don't want to be here. I want to get into the good stages of life. But when I am in the good stage of life, I appreciate going through the bad. Otherwise, the good wouldn't feel good. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because the bad, you have to have this dip before you can get this peak. Otherwise, you're just completely monotone in your life. That's what my life was like before before I started my self-improvement journey. Because I would just wake up, play video games, go to school, eat junk food, go to bed, and that was it. So my life was just like this all the time. So I didn't experience something really good apart from getting, a good player in a FIFA pack. And I still experienced bad days, right? But I just didn't experience all the good days. Because progress is what drives you. If you don't have progress, then there's just not really much point in playing the game. And playing the game in this case is life. I'm not saying kill yourself or anything, but make sure you've got something that you're working towards. I know this is common knowledge, but I genuinely can't believe that some people don't. Obviously, they haven't been educated in the way that I have and perhaps you have, but people don't actually grind towards anything in life. Like what I can't imagine living my past life because it genuinely feels like a different life. I feel like I'm living two separate lives, or I did, because I had this previous self where I just play video games and that was it. That was the only progress I felt in my life. And now on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, instead of upgrading my, strength skill, I'm upgrade. I played a Roblox strength simulator where you do bench press in game and you get bigger in the game. And it's like, bruh, just do bench press in real life. I was too young back then to actually go to a gym. Like I couldn't sign up for a gym. But it's mad that I was upgrading this virtual character rather than myself. How insane is that? But I am glad I can look back on those times when I was watching 6-minute ab workout routine before you go to school. I'm glad I experienced those to now experiencing the days where I have got a six-pack, where I have got, good biceps or whatever, and that I can walk into the gym and be the biggest guy there rather than the smallest guy there. Because if I was never the smallest, then it wouldn't feel good being the biggest. Obviously, there are people who are bigger than me, but occasionally I walk in and I'm like the biggest guy there and it feels great. So if you're in like the trenches right now and you're really struggling, and you're like, oh, this is crap, I want to get out of here, I want to improve my life, I want to get to this point, and you have this like specific goal perhaps you want to meet, maybe it's like a certain money goal, or perhaps you want to live somewhere, or you want to have this type of friend or relationship or whatever. Be grateful that you have that goal in the first place, because lots of people don't. Most people in life just say, oh yeah, I want to get rich. They have no plan to get there. They just play video games all day, eat junk food, go to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they never have any intention of actually reaching it. It's just like this distant goal in their mind. But you, considering you're watching this video, you probably do know how to get there. Or at least you've tried. If you tried, then you've got my complete respect, because trying is the only way you're going to get there. If you never try, if you never take the shot, you're never going to hit it, right? So if you have actually tried, perhaps you tried in the gym and now you're like you've got a Greek god physique, right? And you're like, by God, I'm glad I tried that one day. So be grateful for the fact that you have a goal, you have a mission, and that you're actually working towards it. Like a man, right? Because many men don't have anything to work towards. And if you don't have anything to work towards, then what's the point, right? And it's a really sad life when you don't have anything to work towards. I had this feeling once where I wanted to change my channel, like I was doing like stoicism or something. I wanted to change to more like health maxing or whatever. In this little gap, in this little moment, I think it was about 15 minutes where I didn't know what I wanted my channel to be about. And my channel is based on my life, like YouTube is my life. It's what I'm progressing on. It's the one thing that I actually want to improve. I mean, I want to improve a lot of things, but it's like my main focus in life at the moment, right? And in this 15-minute span, I genuinely felt like, oh my God, what the hell? This life isn't worth living. It wasn't like a suicidal thought or anything, but I was just like, I need something. I like craved this goal so much because I didn't have a goal. I didn't know what I was trying to achieve. It's not like I didn't know how to get there. I didn't even know what I was trying to get to, and that was like a sinking feeling in my stomach. My heart drops, and I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna have to figure something else now. Figure something out now, because I can't stay here. I cannot let myself. And now I'm at the point where I'm on the complete opposite end, and I'm constantly working towards this goal. I'm constantly making these videos, loving them every day. Face challenges every day, face, like, oh, I'm super stressed, I've got all this to do, got this to do, I've got to sign up for this, job, I've got, got to work at this job later, I've got to do college work, I've got so much stuff going on, and I'd prefer to be in this situation when I'm overly stressed because of how much stuff I've got in my life than have nothing at all in the first place. So if you've got a ton going on right now where you're just stressed out of your mind, you don't want to do it, you want to just sit back, relax, you know that sitting back and relaxing is not what you actually want. Sure, it might be fun for a day, maybe 2 days, but after that, if you're anything like me, you cannot just relax. Relaxing just doesn't really exist. It's nice every now and then, but you need something to work towards. It's like, I was having a conversation with my mate the other day. If you go to the beach, if you're like me, or if you're like my mate, we don't just go and sit there. You've got to go and play in the sea. You've got to go and just dig something. You just got to dig a hole, right? That's what we were saying. When you go, I haven't been to the beach in a while, but you just dig a hole. You just dig a massive hole. It's just a guy thing to do, right? And you might never even like get in it, or just like bury yourself or anything like that. You just dig a hole and then leave, because it's just a manly progression thing to do, right? Just digging. I don't know. Just why? I don't know. It's a guy thing, isn't it? And that's what life's like. If you don't have anything to do, then what's the point? So be so grateful for the bad moments because of this journey you're making. The fact that you're in this good position, perhaps you're in a bad position, be grateful for that, because in the future, when you get to this good position, then you'll see that progress that you've made and be so glad that you've done it. I don't want to keep rambling, so I will see you later. I hope this helped. I enjoyed making that. I'll see you later. Good night.